Good afternoon. It is the Everton Day Live Extra as we build up to tonight's. Well, tonight could have
football
been
match.
No, but tonight could have. No, when you think about it, right? Tonight could have been literally one of the
biggest game,
one of the most stressful nights, couldn't it? Could have been. Would have been one of the most. Could have been the biggest game of our life if we were the Anfield Wrap. But we're not, luckily. But luckily, it's a game of footy that hopefully we can approach with you know, for us, we can be a lot more relaxed, and for the team, they can also be relaxed, and with that relaxation comes an ability to go and play a bit of football.
I think maybe I don't know whether I'm more confident or just more relaxed about it, but I think going into this game, if we needed a win or we'd be pretty much down, then I'd be backing. I'd be flapping, thinking, "Oh, Luton are going to."
So anything other than what's happening tonight?
Yeah, but I feel absolutely calm.
Yeah, because there's not. I mean,
it's not really, the season's over, really.
The season. I
know it's not, because we need to get as much money as we can out of the season.
It's like a game show now. You're just like money.
We need it, don't we?
No, for me, it's about finishing the season with a bit of pride, and it is about pride and money.
I think it's also, obviously, because it went right down to the wire last season, I think it's a chance for us to have a look at an Everton team under Sean Dyche, you know, with the pressure off the players' backs. How will he perform? Will he relax a bit too much, or will you see them, you know, play with a bit more freedom and go for it a bit more?
This is the first time since Marco Silva's full season as Everton manager that we have had an end of a season like this, because the next season Carlo took over, and then we had COVID, and then the next season was COVID, and then the next season was Benitez into Lampard, and the next season was Lampard into Dyche, and then there's this season. So you've got to go all the way back to when we were finishing the season, smashing Man United at home, and then going away and drawing with Palace, and then bloody Fulham, which was...
Well, I suppose the 5-1 at Arsenal, you know, there was nothing right on that. I didn't even watch that game. I think I was gigging.
Yeah, but that was one game, wasn't it? That was like one game, and yeah. But if you're talking about like the whole of I mean, when under Silva, we were still trying to get Europe in those final weeks, and it was only the away games that cost us. Palace a draw, Fulham, who were already relegated, we went and got beat 2-0.
Yeah.
I think Andre Gomes got sent off, didn't he?
And that was right after we beat United 4.
We'd had like 3 brilliant results at home, and then the away games were terrible. I remember going to Palace, and it was 0-0. It was such a missed opportunity to get some points, and that's where it's important that we don't do that this time. It's important that, you know, these next 2 games, Arsenal's obviously going to take care of itself. It's going to be a hugely important game for them, you'd imagine, and that'll take care of itself. But these next 2 games, they are games that we can win, and start that with tonight. Get off on the right foot. You know, you've done the job, but like, and I'm sure this, and I think Sean Dyche will be saying that to the players. It's all about finishing the season strong, and some players are playing for the opportunity to play for Everton next season as well, and there's money in this, you know. And is it a switch you can just turn on and off? I don't know, but I do understand that. We saw it last week with Brentford. When players aren't 100% and they're playing an evenly matched team that are 100%. Now the only difference is I think we're slightly better than Luton. I think the points proves that we're better than Luton. Whereas Brentford, there's not much between us. We had a much better defence than Brentford, but they've got, you'd say, a better attack. So them playing under their 100%, you could see that. You could see that when you watch the game, when you were in there, you could feel just those little things not quite working. You know, maybe they had a couple of extra days off in the week and stuff like that.
I think Everton were knackered as well. You could tell.
No, you could tell that, but we wanted it more. That's what I'm saying. We wanted it more. And sometimes wanting to win a game more is when you are very even, is the difference. That 50-50 challenge, you know, But I honestly believe that we will win it tonight. And it'll be very interesting. Be interesting to see.
I think certainly on Sunday, I think that they would have had it in the back of their minds that they get through this game, they come out of it with 3 points, then they're safe, and then they can go into the Luton game with a bit less pressure on the shoulders. I do think we're a miles better team than Luton. I have a feeling that they'll probably be less confident that they can stay in the Premier League now. Everton is safe. It's basically between them and Forest, isn't it? So
and they'll have a nagging,
less of a chance.
They'll have that nagging feeling that Forest will get something back.
Yeah,
and that's horrible. That, and I don't envy that at all. It's not. Don't get me wrong. We spoke at length about the points this season and whether it's right or it's wrong. But even now, when we were speaking, it was only recently we were talking about points deductions and when we'd find out. And even now, with 3 weekends of the season left, them not knowing right now. And don't get me wrong, I'm not sitting here going, oh, because I've done this to death, haven't I? Luton, oh, it's so bad. But it is a little bit. It is pathetic from the Premier League. It is absolutely pathetic.
If you think about when we first got out, it was 10 points in November, wasn't it? So this has been going on and it's not stopped since November.
Yeah. It's pathetic.
Nobody expected us to lose 10 points. I certainly didn't. And I suppose when you get to the end of the season, you look back, that the whole points deduction fiasco, and for Everton, the fact that we didn't win for 4 months, I think that kind of will be a big, really ugly shadow over.
No, it puts a big.
It ruins everything about what the work Dyche has put in and the players have put in, and I think it puts a bit of a overcasting shadow.
There's always
everything else that's been going right
for Everton and Forest. There's a big. You can on the whole thing. You can look at it and go, asterisks against the season. Now for Everton, that asterisk is there, but obviously it's not going to affect us in terms of going down now, luckily. But you look at it the other way and go, well, if we hadn't got it and we had kicked on like after the Palace game and we had kicked on, then who's to say we couldn't have done what Bournemouth have done or whoever? And just being on the outside, I mean, we're not just being on the outside of the European places.
Well, we would be, wouldn't we? Even with our 8 points now, we'd be level with Brighton. And there's the perception of Brighton that they're
even from right now, the point situation, you look at the league table, you go, well, where would Everton be? And Everton now could be going, right, we know we're getting extra points. We know we're getting extra money. And also earlier we could have started planning for next season. And that's all been taken away from us. And I just think that whether you agree with points deductions or no points deductions, anything that happens shouldn't, for me, kick into next season.
Yeah.
And the reason I say this is it's got nothing to do with the people in that on that league table. Luton shouldn't be benefiting from Everton and Forest getting points deductions because it's got nothing to do with them. They weren't affected last season. It does have something to do with Burnley because they got relegated in the season that we should have had maybe the first points deduction. And that's why when you get a points deduction, for me, it should be for the season after. And on day one what you are. And from day one, you're on that and you can go, right, we have to hit the ground running. And that way everyone knows where they are. This idea of you could have a whole season where you get done, you have your appeal, and you know where you are, and it doesn't affect that season, and then the following season you start, and it doesn't affect that season either. It's so.
You should never be in a situation where you're in May with a few weeks left to go, and you don't know if you're going to have more points taken off you, points given to you. That makes absolutely no sense.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Everton, for all we know,
because how does that affect Luton psychologically?
Well, that's what, I mean. I know they've cried that in, and I'm not. I don't have too much sympathy for them, but it affects us all. Forest fans are sitting here like we were sitting here. Forest fans are sitting at the moment thinking, if Luton win tonight, we're in trouble. But if they'd been told this week they were getting the points back, they mightn't be feeling like that. And there's actual humans involved. You can't. There's this idea of like football fans being, what you're just football fans. It's not. I think most football fans, and I'm talking quite. I'd like to think I was talking quite universally here. I think most football fans are football fans 24/7. I mean, of course, you'll have some clubs or some fans that aren't like that, but most fans, the first thing they wake up think about in the morning is football for a lot of them, and the last thing they think about at night is football. And when you have, even, football's the thing that when you're having a really nice time just rears up in the back of your mind and you go, oh God, if we don't win that and blah blah blah. So if you're a Forest fan right now, very much like we were, you're sitting here tonight thinking, right, you're working it all out, and if we get points back, or what if we don't get points back, and blah blah blah. Like, we're fortunate that we should be all right in terms of, like, when our appeal comes through, we might get a point back, we could get 2 points back, who knows? And we go, oh, sound. But again, if we weren't safe, we could be sitting here going, what if we get that point back? Oh God, the difference that could make. And it's just, I know we've done that to death, but it is pathetic.
At the end of the day, I've gone back to this loads of times. It's as simple as the Premier League handbook says it. The PSR rules, which is what we've been punished for, are there to stop clubs going out of business. Do points deduction put clubs more at risk of going out of business or less of risk? Well, they actually put you more at risk, because if you get relegated, then you're stuffed, aren't you? So it's just a big nonsense.
No, it is all nonsense. But at least if they're going to do points, do them so they
do it correctly.
Do it so it comes in the following season. Because nobody, again, I'll say it again, nobody should be benefiting this season from Everton failing PSR last season and the season before, and no one should be benefiting this season from Forest from last season. The only teams who could benefit are the teams who were in the league in that year. So, Leicester apparently are going to come up and get done, and they're going to have points taken from the start if that's what happens. Well, fine. That's the way it should be done. But it's just crazy. It's crazy. And I've listened to, it's funny because I've listened to a few podcasts, and it's like, when you listen to like Gary Lineker's podcast, and also Mark Chapman's got a podcast as well, called The Sports Agents. And it's funny because when they both talk, or when they talk with, like, when they're on the BBC, both of them, there's a very, like, fine line that they can't cross. And when they do their own podcast, they just don't care. They're like, this is a joke. We shouldn't. I know, to be fair, Mark, they've both said it on their shows, but they go much further. And there is that thing of, like, you're not allowed to say these things, but then they go on their own podcast and they just rip these people to death of, like, why on earth have we got a situation where we are allowing this to happen? It's crazy.
But they've made it known that they haven't. It's been such a scattergun process, taking off points and giving points. And the worst thing they'd done, they shot themselves in the foot by originally giving us 10 points and then giving us 4 back. Because they're just proving that, but they haven't got a clue what actually.
No, they haven't got a
process. They
haven't got it.
They haven't got like a black and white. They
haven't got a clue, because it's so young, and there's no it hasn't been any in law every day has hundreds and hundreds of cases it just in the UK. So law has been going on for ages, and this is such a new version of something using old techniques, and it just does. And all you have to do, honestly, one thing is just say, right, points deductions, right? If that's how they feel the punishment should go, fine. And all you have to do is say, your punishment will kick in next season, and of course, if you are a relegated team, you get relegated anyway, then your points will kick in when you come back up. So that needs to be sorted. But no, it is an important game tonight, and I think Evertonians going down there, I'll have a great time and everything, and it's a huge game for Luton, of course, because Luton will be targeting this game and going, well, they'll be targeting both home games, this and Fulham. Fulham, last game of the season, Luton will think if they're still in it, then they've got a great chance. But the only way you get to that point is if they beat us tonight. So let's make sure we're on it. Let's make sure nobody can point fingers at us and say, thanks, John. Thanks. Enjoy, John. Enjoy Luton. John Blaine just popping in there. Off to Luton he goes. Let's make sure that nobody tonight can go, You's folded there. You's want Luton to stay up, or blah blah blah. I honestly think I've said it in the last couple of days. If I want anyone to stay up, and honestly, I'm not asked, it would actually be Burnley, because if anyone deserves to benefit from what went on with Everton a couple of years ago, it is Burnley. And I know they're not benefiting from Everton this year, but they went down when we really should have had the PSR. I mean, we have touched luck. I mean, no one likes to talk about it, but we did touch lucky that we got the. I know we have touched lucky that we got PSR this year.
They absolutely ridiculed us, the fact that we had to sell loads.
But the fact that but if you got what I mean is the fact that if we were ever going to get it, we should have got it that year. Like that's when it's from. But because the process was still, it hadn't been done yet, and no one knew what they were doing, and they were. So if anyone deserves to stay up, it is actually Burnley. I
actually do want Burnley to stay up as well.
Well, as I said, I don't have any favourites in this because, like I say a lot of times to Baz, I only support one team. I don't really care about anyone else. You sort that out for yourself. Whoever deserves to stay up deserves to stay up. I'm
actually gigging in Burnley on the last day of the season at 6 o'clock. So like when the kick-off finishes. You know, when the game finishes.
When the game finishes. The kick-off wouldn't have finished. Kick-off would have finished much earlier than that.
3 o'clock.
Although, no, the kick-off might be just beginning at 6 o'clock.
Different kick-off.
Yeah.
So
is that a special gig for the Reform Party?
No.
Yeah, okay. It's the right answer. You love going to Burnley, isn't it? It's weird that.
I don't go as much as I used to. No, there's one venue that the band really goes down. That's a proper music venue, and it's really, really nice.
Is that the one where everyone's got a skinhead and wears really big boots?
No.
And there's big...
That's some mod rockers bar.
Yeah, you say mod rockers bar.
This is like everybody...
The one with the Union flags all over the place with We Love Rishi on the walls.
I've actually got a funny story about an Evertonian in this bar that I'm playing at. I don't know if it's appropriate for this.
I don't think it is appropriate. We'll save that for another time.
I'll tell you maybe off camera.
Yeah, you tell me and I'll tell you whether it's appropriate. Let's not break the appropriateness on air.
It's not like illegal or anything.
No, that's fine. But, fine. But you know, that's fine. I
think I'll leave it for another day.
Leave it for another day when. Rod Ross says Ned's going to get done by the Burnley Seagulls.
Nah.
They eat seagulls in Burnley, I heard.
They're only small in Burnley.
Yeah. Are they only small in Burnley? Is that because they're not close to the sea?
Yeah.
They don't get a chance to fully develop.
There's no fish. They just eat breadcrumbs.
Fair play. Let's have a look at some of your comments. Jonathan Ricketts says, afternoon, gents. Would you give Mackenzie Hunter run out even for 30 minutes tonight? No.
Strongest team tonight?
No. Honestly, I'm not. I just, no.
Can you expect anybody, any unlikely outfitters to get any game time tonight?
No.
Like a Dobbin or
if I'm going to start, if I'm going to give someone like, I'm going to do it next week at home, where they're in front of there's a team we're playing who have got nothing to play for. I honestly believe you have to respect the game you're playing in, and I think it's such a big game for Luton and Forest that I would wait till next week. And maybe give some of these younger players who have been sitting on the bench an opportunity to come on. Be playing a team that has nothing to play for. We'll have nothing to play for, obviously, other than places. But next week, Sheffield United have come and they're relegated, and there's nothing there, and it will be an absolute dead rubber. So that's your opportunity in front of people who will look after them. If there'll be no issues at all. So next week at home, that's the opportunity to allow a couple of players who've been sitting on the bench all season to get on. Get Lewis Warrington on next week as well, because he's been sitting on the bench, and give them an opportunity next week at home where it really matters. You know what I mean? At Goodison Park, in a game where, as I said, it doesn't really matter. So next week, definitely next week.
Such chilled.
Well, it'll be dead chilled. It'll basically be like a bit of a pre-season game, won't it? So
that'll be one of those games where if we score a goal, we go, way.
I don't think we'll go way.
No, I remember when we played Burnley in the cup, and when the third goal went in, 3-0, I just went, way.
Well, that's just you, isn't it? And that's because your connection.
It's like I'm not normally when it's
because your connections to Burnley. That's because your connections to Burnley are so strong now that you weren't sure whether to celebrate or not.
No, of course. I do like Burnley, but in a football team terms.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the new tenants of the St Helens Rugby League Stadium? Is it still called the Totally Wicked Stadium? Yeah.
I wanted to go back to Langtree, but that's not going to happen.
No, that's like another sponsor. So unless you can convince Langtree to,
yeah.
So what? Do you know who the new Liverpool women?
I know they play there, but they've not.
They're playing there next season full time.
Yeah, I know they play. I thought you meant like they were changing the names.
Oh no, they're not changing the name.
No, yeah, they've played there. The under 21s play there.
Well, next season the women are there as well. So
yeah,
well, okay. Just saying. Imagine if that's your rugby league team and suddenly
shite anyway.
Liverpool are playing.
The crap anyway. They have to sign a boss player. But
I thought they would win top of the league. St Helens.
No, Liverpool. Oh, St Helens on top of the league. They've been so inconsistent.
I thought they were top of the league.
No, they've been so inconsistent.
So who's top of the league?
Let me check.
Rugby League Live. You weren't expecting this, were you? Come on then. Who's top of the league?
Super League.
Go on, Super League. Super League.
Oh, no, joint with Wigan.
Oh, there you go.
No, Wigan.
What's going on?
Saints, Wigan and Catalans. I thought Catalans or Wigan would be top.
So St Helens are top of the league?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Honest to God. John Holt says, if we sell Jared this summer, would you take Shalabar from Chelsea? Think they may want to sell him for a pure PSR?
No.
We spoke yesterday about the kid from Hull, not to come in and take his place, but Jared's place. But
yeah, you want someone on the way up, don't you?
Shalabar would cost a lot of money, wouldn't he? If Everton do sell Branthwaite, I'm not saying they will or they won't, but that will give Everton some money to play with, won't it? And they can go out and get not whoever they want, but that will allow them to. They'll have money. Don't forget, PSR is not money in the bank. It's money generated, and selling him would obviously get us our PSR basically sorted. But does that mean that doesn't mean that money disappears into a black hole? Although quite a lot of it probably would. We would be able to do deals. So he's not someone I'm really think he's being amazing. So Andy Hughes says, what do you guys think of the prices of shares? Seen Liverpool selling theirs for 125. What do you think of the price should be? That's disgusting, and it's not a Liverpool thing, by the way. It's not a Liverpool thing. It's a football problem. 125 quid for a shirt and then for a stadium shirt it's like £25 cheaper, and the stadium shirts are obviously shirts that you would
a different badge
just wear, but the problem with these stadium shirts, as I'm seeing this in MLS, is they're different, and that's the problem. It's if you're gonna have a stadium shirt and a proper shirt, it should just be the technical parts of the shirt that are different. It shouldn't look different in any way,
because it's it encourages people to just look down.
But this is why.
Imagine you're a kid and you got the cheap one, someone's got the expensive one, and they're laughing at you because you got the cheap shit one.
But this is why me and Jonathan spoke about this the other day on one of the shows. This is why I think Nike are pulling out of football, is because they make these really high end shirts, and then clubs have to sell them for ridiculous amounts of money. Then because Nike are paying the clubs a ridiculous amount of money, and it's just not balancing out. And what they've got to do is get to a situation where the contracts are good, but not stupidly over the top. And the shirts are reasonable. Now, the shirts are just not reasonable at the moment. You know, I remember when I was a kid, and I remember when I went to dragged my mum to the shop. I think it was JJB, Jack Sharp's, I think it was.
JJB.
Jack Sharp's in town.
JJB Stadium.
To get the 1992 salmon and pink striped kit, and it jumped, because I'd gone into adult sizes, it jumped from 15 quid to 30, and my mum was just wow, £30 for a footage top. And now parents are paying £90 for a shirt, and that's in 30 years. That's disgusting.
You're not going to get one every year, are you?
That's disgusting. But kids, you've just said it, kids not necessarily demand, because kids are young. Some kids don't demand it, but parents, parents are keeping up with the Joneses. I mean, it's why people put babies in the designer gear. I mean, I've never understood that, by the way. And dead expensive trainees when they're like grow out of them in like 10 seconds. I'll never get that. But it's keeping up with the Joneses. So you know, it's a point of pride, isn't it? It's like doing the brass. People used to do the brasso on a Sunday morning on the door. But now Nike have lost the contract now because they can't afford to pay. They can't afford. People aren't buying the shirts as much. And Liverpool must have had out. Well, they've had out 3 shirts. They've had out a couple of special editions, the LeBron James shirts this season. They're trying to cash in everywhere, and it is all the other gear, isn't it? It's not necessarily the shirts, it's all the other gear.
Yeah,
it's all like the nice gear it's not even the training gear, it's like the leisure gear. We don't really have that at Everton, do we? We've never really had that.
But you should see like the amount of, and there is a huge increase on people just going to like a DH gate.
Well, the simple fact, you're allowed to say its name. The simple fact is now people are going to DH gate. People are going to different sites, whether it's DH gate, whether it's Alibaba. I got sent one last night. There's loads of these kits. Now I have said numerous times I have no problem going to these places. I buy lots of retro shirts that I never wear. They get hung up in here. The kits that you can't buy anywhere else, and the only way you can get them is if you can get authentic ones, and you're paying £100 for those on classic football shirts. I'm not paying £100 for a shirt that I'm hanging up. I'm going to DH gate and I'm paying £13 for a shirt. It's as far as I know, it's not illegal to buy a footy top. I'm not doing anything illegal as far as I know. I'm just buying a footy top. Would I buy an Everton one off there? No, unless it was a retro shirt that you can't buy. And I did buy one recently. I bought the 1998 shirt. And I've got Materazzi on the back of it, and it's coming in here as soon as we sort our shirts out. But Everton don't sell that. Everton don't sell that shirt. If they did sell that shirt, then I wouldn't have bought it, but they don't. But you can buy retro shirts, but I'd buy the retro shirts off like Scoredraw or off Everton because I'm giving me money to Everton then. But the retro shirts that you can't buy, I mean, you've seen them on the wall when we do M-Tag. We've got the shirts here that you just couldn't get hold of, and you certainly can't get hold of them brand new. My sister bought my nephew 6 tops, I think, off DH gate, or full kits. All the brand new Adidas ones. I think he got like the Mexico one. I think he got like the Germany one. I think she got him the new Nike France one. I think she got 6 tops, 6 full kits for £70 because he's 8. And that's cheaper. He doesn't wear them to play footballing because he's autistic and he doesn't play football. But he'll just wear that and he doesn't know. She'll put him in the kit, and that's cheaper than buying a t-shirt and shorts from Primark. Do you know what I mean? It's like for a t-shirt and shorts, that's cheaper. So you have got these alternatives out there, and people are going to go more and more and more. I remember Paul did a comparison thing, I think when Nike first came in, of the Nike kit versus the H kit in terms of like what the kit looked like, and it was purely like scientific. And there's a good YouTube channel that I follow, and actually I'll tell you what it is now.
There's loads of them that they sit and talk about. Like,
but this one's really good, and I'm gonna get the guy. The guy's said he'll come. Hang on, let me find out what it's called. Hang on, bear with. The guy is actually going to come in from it and have a chat with us, because it's 2 guys who do this basically. Where is it? These 2 guys do it. They are proper designers. One of them designed the Italy World Cup kit from 2006, and he also designed the kit breakdown, it's called. And the kit breakdown, all one word. If you go these 2 guys, one designed the 2002 Brazil World Cup kit that won the and also designed the 2006 Italy kit. But the other guy, he's also designed loads of kits. He told me he designed the first ever the Umbro kit that Everton used when we got Umbro back in the 2010s, and the last Umbro away kit that we had when we had Umbro. And he's going to come in and have a chat because he's done some videos on his channel about Castori and stuff. So he's going to come in and have a chat. And obviously I'm a bit of a kit nerd.
We designed our 14, 15.
I'm not sure. I need to speak to him and find out exactly what he designed so he can come in and tell us all about it. But he's done videos on his channel. They've done videos about the difference between fake kits and real kits. And there's one of the videos he does, they hand him a kit, and this is a kit he designed. By the way, he designed this kit, and they hand him the kit, and he has to say whether it's real or not, and he gets it wrong. He gets it wrong. It's a kit that he designed, and he doesn't know. Now,
so did they design like the materials? I think.
No, they designed. So that Brazil kit there, right there, he designed that Brazil kit right there, right?
Like aesthetics.
So the actual design of the kit. Now, obviously, what it's made out of will come from like
technology,
Nike and stuff, and they'll use those. They have to know all that. But he didn't. He couldn't tell the kit he designed whether it was real or not. He didn't know because now they are different if you wear I wore one on Wednesday for footy.
That was an old one, though.
It was an old one, and but it wasn't too bad. I mean, I did get a sweat on, and it was a little bit clingy to me at the end. It still looked good. It was a Ronaldo, the one with the big. It was the total 90 with the big number nine with the big round circle around it. The blue one, because I don't have any blue tops, and I just grabbed one out of there and took it. And that was fine. And you wear them all the time, and they're all right. They're not like the new ones with the dead light, But why people can't be paying 125 quid for kits. Imagine that your kid comes home, they want all 3 kits, and you're like, well, that's 100 quid, and you've got 3 kids, say. You can't break their hearts. You just can't. You can't tell your kids. And also it's a point of pride, isn't it? You go to match and you put your kid in a kit. Now what I would say is though, the Everton home one from this season and from DH8, I can spot a mile away because it's light blue.
Yeah.
I can spot it a mile away. And also the names and numbers are crap on them. Like, they look crap. Sometimes the name and numbers are actually in the kit, like part of the design. So often when I buy them, so I bought the 98 one and I didn't get the Premier League numbers with them. So I got the Premier League numbers separately and took it to someone I know who's got a heat press, and he did it for me, and it looks so much better. The numbers are a little bit, but that's because that's like one of my little things. It has to look good. But the 98 kit looks fine. The only difference is that on the pattern there, where you have the yellow, white and blue, on the original, it's like material that you can, like separate material. On this is in the kit. But who cares? For a kit that I'm not going to wear, it's just going on the wall. Who cares? But they have to sort this out. This can't go any further. You can't be paying 100 quid for the kids' kits. You just can't. It's getting silly now. So that's my feelings on it. But check that if you're into anything like that. Check that channel because it's really good. They haven't done loads of videos either.
You've seen that one? Didn't know they were doing that.
Yeah, they've been doing it for ages. It's over there, isn't it? We've got that over there.
92.
Yeah, we've got the 92.
The 92 home shirt. We've not got that.
We have got it.
Have we? Yeah.
In fact, we've got the one with Umbro on it because that's been out for ages, and when we had Umbro, we actually had Umbro on it. And maybe if Castori come in because they've got the contact with Umbro, maybe. I bet you if you go online, go to Pro Direct Soccer, and you'll find that kit with Umbro on it. Or if you Google Umbro 1992 Everton kit, and I bet you find it with Umbro because it's like the 95 away kit and the 95 away home kit. We had them. They done retro versions of them with Umbro on them, but now you can't get them with Umbro on. That's why I grabbed them before. I made sure we got them before they came out. Found any? Bet you do. You'll find them somewhere. Conrad Coles. Oh, hang on. Abigail says on the kits, utterly disgusting and ridiculous. Everyone knows it's just because it's Nike. I'm loving the meltdowns that they're having over the new home kits. I have to agree, it's hideous. Yeah, it is a hideous kit. Conrad says 3 points, clean sheet to boot, please. Martin says great opportunity to watch us with no pressure. Great chance to get another 3 points. Benjamin just said, just finished watching the latest FIFA 24. It's EA 24, isn't it? I didn't know you were the president. Sorry, I didn't know you were the Prime Minister after Ned called you PM.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's weird.
Sorry.
Lovely says, I rate Luton's Carlton Morris. He drops into midfield, confuses the defenders, marking him. Plus, has 10 goals in a relegation team. Yeah, he's done very, very well. He's done very well for them. Be interesting to see whether someone takes him next season in the Premier League. He's a proper workhorse, isn't he? A bit of a dog of a player. So we'll have to keep an eye on him tonight. Josh says, call it blind intuition, but I'm saying 3-0 Everton, Dom with 2 goals. Mark says, do you think it's strange how many of the squad have a song? When I first started going, we had players with songs like Ivan Tal, Joe Max Moore, and Mark Pembridge. I think it's because we just haven't got close to people, have we? In the last couple of years, so we just haven't given them songs. I mean, Dom's the weird one because he's got 2 different. Well, he's got one song that I know gets sung away, and then obviously he's had the one recently, but they never get sung, and it's just like we just don't make connections, and then we end up just singing "There's only one," and I hate that. We need to get better at getting songs now. I think. That's the next port of call. Having some individual songs for players. Did Dwight McNeil ever have a song? I don't think he did he? I don't think he's got a song, has he?
McMessy. Nobody's really singing about Dwight McNeil.
I don't think he's got. Yeah, but some people really like him.
They should make a song then for him.
Absolutely.
Only one Dwight McNeil.
I hate that. Only one. There's loads of these people called that by their name. Connor says, when do you think we'll start rolling out next year's kit? It won't be out till July. It will not be out till July because the simple fact is a new contract won't start till July with a new kit manufacturer. So, July the 1st, probably. Yeah. Hayden says, thank you for the super chat. Hayden says, game is on at 4:30 a.m. Saturday morning, Australia. Up there in Toffees. So are you staying up for it? Are you getting up for it? Are you... What are you doing? Or are you just going to go, sod it, I'll wake up and I'll find out the result? Let us know. Posh Matty says, I'd pay a fortune for the 2010-11 third kit, my favourite, and so sad I lost it. Is the cream one. The cream one. You know what? If you look for that, you'll find I want that kit with Baines number 3 on it. Chelsea away in the FA Cup. I never had that at the time, and that's a shirt I do actually want with Baines number 3 on it. So you do see it on like some of these sites now and again normally for about 50, 60 quid. As I said, these shirts hold their value, and that's just a shirt. That's not like being worn, player worn or anything, or player issue. That's. I
need to get this one. Just because of that Under Armour.
Haven't we got it over there? We've got it over there, that shirt.
What size?
Doesn't matter, because you're not having it.
Why did you reference it then?
Because I wanted to make sure that you knew we had it, so that you had to go and buy it.
Oh, yeah.
Have they not got on? I'm pretty sure they've got classic sport. What's it called? Classic football shirts, right? It is dead expensive, but now and again they get drops of gear. And last week they had a drop, or this week
I got like a Umbro Under Armour
of Everton training gear from the last year of Umbro, and Ned got a training top like a Under Armour top for £4. It's weird. It's grey and it's got pink arms.
Got the pink arms
to go with the kit.
Yeah.
But like if you want an under top, a £5, they've got socks, training tops. I got some gear last year.
They've got loads of compression base layers for £4.
I got a top last year off there, a Hummel top, black hoodie. It's lovely. It's black, and the Everton badge and the Hummel in blue, and it's got no sponsor on. And I got it for £20.
They've got loads of player issue stuff as well, which like if you play football, and you want to wear the player issue stuff, it's well more comfortable. Yeah.
So now and again they do have they got that kit? The one you want?
Not in classic football. They've got, in fact, I've just looked. They've got loads of 2019 stuff.
Yeah.
They've got player
like training tops and stuff.
Yeah, like compressive shorts, training shorts, training shirts. I've got that training shirt. Socks.
Do you want Everton ones, do you?
Yeah, they got like the footless socks. They got pre-match.
Oh yeah, they have like
They got pre-match warm-up shirts that player issue for £12.
They've got £9. Why are we doing this selling for them? They've got for £9. They've got the player issue training shorts, the Umbro ones, and some of them have got the numbers on them.
Oh, do you remember that one?
Oh,
That away warm up.
Oh, that new base layer is cool.
£10. Or the goalkeeper one.
Oh, that's nice. Yellow and grey.
Yeah, the
Oh my
goalkeeper
God, I feel
one.
like we're doing QVC here. Oh yeah, it's got green, yellow sleeves.
You've got footless sleeve socks for £1.
Footless. What else have they got?
They've got kits
Zip
with
tops for
Umbros.
£8. Oh my God. It's like QVC there.
Do you remember that shirt? I loved that shirt. The 2007 where the Umbro was higher.
Yeah. It's just tremendous. £8 for player issue third shorts.
Do you know what I got also? Oh,
What?
by the way,
Put your hand up.
when I ordered that training top, they send you a player card.
Oh yeah.
I got Francesco Totti.
Oh nice.
It's in my bag over
I've
there.
got quite a few of those cards.
They got a 2000 Everton thing.
Yeah, they've got the train. They've got the training top in pink for a tenner.
They've got they've got them socks from the kit as well. I don't want. I just want the kit though.
Oh, they got the socks for £1.50.
I can't believe how amazing this site is.
I'm sure they'll have the kit somewhere. If you have a look.
Yeah, I'm just gonna Google Everton 2019.
Stephen Lee says, "Would you lads take Jackson from Chelsea?" Stay. We haven't got any money to sign Nicholas Jackson from Chelsea, mate. We haven't got any money to buy someone like that. So it's a mute question. Yeah, he's a good player. I don't think we need a striker, do we? That's not what we need. As in, right now, we've got 3 strikers at the club. I don't think we need a striker. Chris Smith says, "You make me feel Dwight McNeil." Yeah, but that never gets sung, does it? That's not a song that gets sung. That's a song when they might put the song on and people might sing along, or you see videos on the bus, or you see videos of like at a pub, say the Winslow. But that's not something we sing in the ground, is it?
And we love Dwight.
No one ever sings. No one ever sings you. No one ever sings that at the game. Not that I can remember any. We might sing it at away games.
And we love Dwight McNeil.
Don't ever use that song for anyone other than the 85 team. It's disrespectful. You shouldn't.
Some old fellow went, and we love Terry Darragott.
You shouldn't. No one. Zach says Rogue One. Rogue One? What are you talking about Star Wars films for? But I love the Lecoq Sportif 09-010 shirt. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Nice shirt.
Is that just like the full blue Jermaine Beckford?
It was with the white V. It was the replica of the copy of the 85.
I like the one which is all blue with a bit of like a different shit.
Ned is on classic football shirts. They should really sponsor us. They did actually sponsor us once for the show, and we got a couple of fucking great shirts out of it. I got the white one, the white third kit, my favourite kit, and we got a Kanchelskis 1997 yellow away kit for like we were doing the show called the Retro Rewind. And I just got in touch with them and said, "Hey, do you fancy sponsoring us?" And they were like, "Yeah, we'll send a couple of kits for you if you want." I was like, "That's all I was trying to get off you."
Yeah, if anyone has a baby, they're selling babies for 49p right now, which is a bargain.
They're selling babies for 49p?
Babies,
that's terrible.
Baby things.
What kind of baby things?
Like socks.
Okay. That's fair play. Fair play.
If you got them for DHK, they're probably made by babies.
Maya said we should get Daniel Ballard to replace Branthwaite. Spruce says, just seen that Che Everton Adams is out of contract in the summer. Yes, he is. He is attracting the attention of a couple of Premier League teams. Abigail says, as an autistic person with sensory issues, I love football shirts. I'd love football shirts to be done in as t-shirt version. Even if it's a limited amount, special made as an extra choice. Yeah, be interesting. Yeah. I've said that before, maybe having like a t-shirt version of the kit, like a less expensive version. Something that, I remember I said this before, I remember I went to Paris and they just signed Neymar and they had a yellow kit, like their away kit. And it was like funny enough, I remember talking to Baz about the time, it was a shirt that was supposed to be like as a tribute to all the Brazilian players they had, and then they signed Neymar. And I went in the shop and to buy a Neymar kit with his name and number on with this kit was like €100. So they had yellow Nike t-shirts with a Paris Saint-Germain badge on it and Neymar on the back for and that was €30 because they were like, not all these tourists are coming in, they're not buying a shirt for €100.
Yeah, when they don't really know
let's
what
give
it's
them
like.
these shirts for €30, which is just a yellow Nike t-shirt, which probably cost about €4. Throw the name and number on the back, throw a patch on the front, and you've sorted. And that's what we should have done with James. I think with James Rodriguez, that's what we should have done. We should have had Hummel t-shirts with an Everton badge, Rodriguez number 19 on the back, and we should have like put them on sale for £25, and loads of people would have bought them because you don't mind paying £25 for a t-shirt, but it's a bit different when the shirts are suddenly £80 because you've got the name and number on the back. Mark says for browsing football shirts, there is a AC Milan 1992 Unreal Football Classic up there with the best. I've got the 89 Milan one with just the number 9 on the back. But one of my favourite players, Marco van Basten. Dozer says, afternoon lads, opinion on 12:30 kickoffs. I'd love to see footy players work 12-hour shifts Mondays, Friday for peanuts compared. But I'd love to see footy players work 12-hour shifts Monday to Friday for peanuts compared to them. That doesn't really make any sense. But opinions on 12:30 kickoffs. I don't like 12:30 kickoffs. And why would you like to see football players work 12-hour shifts? They're not.
They'll be knackered.
How would that help them play football?
Every game, like, I've got work in the morning. When you cut this game short, ref, I've got to go to work.
Buck says the atmosphere from the away end will be unbelievable tonight. I think we can guarantee that, don't you think, boys? It depends if everyone's drunk or not. James Warland says, I think you've cursed Ronnie Bargi. Ned has. Talked about him yesterday, and he got an ACL last night, and he's out for 6 to 12 months.
Oh, career over.
Does Forest know their outcome already? Forest don't know their outcome, but yeah, Ned basically cursed that young lad. He's destroyed his career. It's terrible. It's terrible. But
his career's over.
It's terrible, but it's Ned.
It's terrible.
But
he plays for Everton.
Brian Garr says, having just got in, I suspect this has already been covered. It is the utmost importance that Everton go for the wins for the rest of the season. We must be seen to uphold not only our own integrity, but that of the EPL competition as the whole, which is, of course, what the EPL governors have proved not to have. This is the best possible way to stick up the fingers to them and say, we tried the best, but we still here. See you next season. Exactly, mate. We have covered that. We have covered that. That is absolutely what we should do this evening. Let's have a look at some of the comments over on YouTube. Alex says we only win when Baz is away. Well, we have won other games this season. We have won other games. Just don't go there for this. When's the boss back? What do you mean, when's the boss back? The boss is sitting here. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? When is the boss back?
The boss off our FIFA series.
Yeah.
It's me.
Is that you? Okay. You're the boss of the FIFA series?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. I have no issue with that. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to argue.
But that's it.
Nick Clark says, I recently found my white Umbro one-to-one shirt in my attic. Thoughts on this kit. Can't decide if I love it or if it's naff. Well, Nick, if you don't like it, I'll have it.
What size is it?
If you don't like it, I'll have it. And I'll put it on this wall. If you don't, Joe says, what makes me laugh about clubs promoting their new kits is that every single photo of the players only wear the new kit with fancy coats and trousers. I know it's stupid, this thing they're doing, aren't they? It's just like, it's a kit, lads. Just advertise a kit. All right, put it on with a pair of jeans because that's what loads of people will wear it with. But why are you wearing? I mean, there's a Liverpool player wearing basically rubber pants and mad shoes.
What? Oh,
honestly,
yeah. That's what you sent me. You said game at 3, disco at 8.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just daft. Mark says, chance tonight to reward our fantastic away support. Tonight to remember, getting an early goal and pressure could be too much for them, and we could win convincingly. Don't want a 0-0 ball, please. Come on, you Blues. Absolutely, mate. Derek says, Eden Zaragoza from Lille had a good year. Not sure he could play in the Premier League. Okay. Don't want him then. Don't want him then. What are you bringing him up for, Derek? You're killing the vibe, man. Jack Clark from South Sunderland could be a decent signing for us. Good left foot. That's from Alex.
Been linked to him as well this season.
Well, he won't sign a new contract, so. What did you order?
I got that pink training top to go with me thingy for a tenner, and compressed short underlayers and the shorts that go on top of them.
Fair play, mate. So you're gonna turn up to training, a full training
kit?
An
Everton kit.
Full training.
Like, sorry lads, I've just had training with you. You know what I mean?
3 years ago.
Come straight here. I'll never let go. What a day. Oh. We should be giving like free classic football shirt player cards now or something for that.
I know.
For our free advertisement.
I know, we have given loads of free advertising.
I'll be in like a full.
There'll be no one watching, I understand that. But
yeah.
But
I'll be in a full Everton kit tomorrow. Classic football shirt.
What a day.
And they'll actually be real royal blue, not sky blue.
No. The DH Gate Everton kit is terrible. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, it's shocking.
It is terrible. What's this here? Hang on. Someone's just sent me a link and I need to... James has just sent me a link. Hang on.
Yeah, James, 20 quid.
James, the kit you've just sent me is... It was a real kit, but that's like a... That shirt was a special edition Alan Ball shirt for it, with the number 8 on the back. What annoyed me about that kit was, so they've got like a Thailand sponsor on. I don't know why there's a Thailand sponsor on it, if I'm honest. Maybe it was a special edition because of Chang, because it was a Chang kit. What always annoyed, I don't know if you can see this back kit, the yellow one. Can you see that? You see it? So what always annoyed me about that kit was, why didn't he do the Lecoq Sportif in yellow?
Oh, I love that kit.
If they'd done the Lecoq Sportif... So I played in Goodison in that kit, but without the EFC, the proper one, it's over there. It's got my name and number on the back, number 7.
My dad remember buying me that kit. Because we just had the match, but this particular week I had really bad... Nobody cares about this. This particular week I had really, really bad tonsillitis. Oh, yeah. And that kit had just came out, start of the season. And I was like, yeah, have the new kit while you've got tonsillitis. But it just happened to be like the best... Even like the feel of it, I don't understand. Like, let me feel that material. The material was just so different. It was like cotton. Yeah, it's just perfect. I loved that kit so much. I obviously love amber, and I love the darker blue rather than like
that kit.
The blue one there.
The one on the thing has got like EFC instead of the Everton badge, and it had a number 8. It was an Alan Ball special edition, and it's a glorious kit. But I mean, the badge could be done with simpler.
It should have all been amber.
But the other one should have had Lecoq Sportif in yellow, so that it was tone on tone. But I played at Goodison in this, and that's why it's got my name on the back, because I played at Goodison in a game in it. Nice.
I hope I get.
And I wore that. Funny enough, I wore that in LA. I was down at Santa Monica in LA, and I wore that shirt. And a few people came up to me like, wanted to have a chat about Everton and stuff. So
I know you're not playing any 11 aside at the moment, but if someone said, "Do you want to play at Goodison before it?" No,
100%. No, I 100% want to play Goodison.
That'd be my dream.
I want to play Goodison before. I mean, I've played at Goodison 10 times.
Thingy said that they play there, so I might have to just get him with them.
You're not gonna get on that, mate. That'd be well sorted, won't it?
They asked me to play in Widnes and Marine,
yeah,
so
you're definitely a Widnes Marine kind of guy.
Play well there.
And I play last time I played at Goodison, I was got Attrich, so I don't know whether I want to ruin that. But now I'm fitter, so
be brave. You played on a Wednesday. I thought you and me both played well.
Pink Puma with Gascoigne 18. Pink Puma. I know the pink kit. Did he ever play? Did he actually ever? Yeah, he did. Didn't he wear that Blackburn Rovers? Well, if you're ever gonna have Gaz at 18 on the back, it's the blue one, because he wore it. We wore it, and he scored his only ever goal, Bolton 2-2. I was there. I think Baz is there as well, but we weren't there together. Yeah, so that kit is real, and I think it's some kind of Thailand, because we had Chang at the time. It's some kind of special edition. So, which you do find 80. That's not bad. That 80 quid for that kit, for considering it's a special edition. What's it say on the back? There's got Chang on the back.
Absolutely loads. There's loads, ain't there?
Oh, it's a huge market now. It's an absolutely huge market. James says the bounce at Widnes is horrendous.
I've got a great first touch.
Yeah, no. Your skill is chasing after people. It's just chasing after people. Chasing them down. Right, let's do a couple more, and then we're going to go and do more than a game. Benjamin James has got some shin pads, Ned, if you want to be a full kit.
I've got my own shin pads. Thanks, mate, but I've had so many uncomfortable pair of shin pads. When I was younger, it was one of the ones where the ankle pads were connected. I hated them. I always used to put stuff under them because I hated how they feel. And the current shin pads I've got, which I've had for a couple of years now, and I've still not changed them, are the perfect shin pads. And they're actually Sondico as well. And I've had all sorts of I've had Nike and everything, but these specific Sondico ones, I can just slip them in a 2B grip. Or recently I've started wearing sock sleeves and just taping them up. I never used to wear sock sleeve. I used to always have one long sock, but now I wear grip socks.
And you asked that question.
I'm just saying, they're the best shin pads I've ever had. Got them in my boots.
Good times. Absolute good times.
They smell now. Need a little wash, but
again, aren't you so happy you asked that question? I'm just trying to see if I can see. Hang on. There's a large Everton third kit from 2010, 2011. It's £100. Was it the 2010 you wanted, or hang on, which one was it?
The away kit.
No, he said what third kit did he want? Have I got the years mixed up here?
The third kit 2010 was the white one with the black thing across the Lecoq Sportif. Like white with black here. An Umbro on it. Lecoq Sportif on it.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, right. Fair play.
Look at you can get on classic football shirt. Melbourne City, £4.
Tom says, "Did you play in that year?" I played in that year, yeah, and I played in.
Was it the black and pink Lecoq Sportif one you played in as well?
What else did I played in the black and
white
pink
stripes?
Played in the black and pink. I played in loads. Played in loads of kits. The last time I played, it was in the silver kit. The last Rooney season. So yeah.
20.
That was the last silver one.
Yeah.
It got worse when I first started playing at Goodison. It was always like a charity thing, and you get everything. You get the kits, full kits.
Do you get boots?
Well, I played there once with Baz. We were invited by Umbro. But no, sorry, we were invited by Sports Payser to play there. Basically, we were invited. Sports Payser were going to become the sponsor the next year.
Yeah.
And funny enough, this is the last time. Sorry, this wasn't the last time. This was the time before when we played Arsenal last game of the season. So it was Lukaku's last game, and it was Barkley's last game. And 3 days before, we played at Goodison, and we wore the new training gear. We wore black and blue Umbro, and I had Sports Payser, and the opposition, who had Tony Bellew in it, wore a different colour. And we obviously got to keep it all, and I've still got it, the tops and stuff. But we were also given boots by Umbro and shinnies, and I always remember because Baz had got these Bosch pair of boots, because it was basically like whatever your size was,
yeah,
you were given, and Baz got these Bosch pair of Nike Umbro black, but they even had like someone's name on the side of who they were. Like they were made for a player.
Did he wear them?
He bought. Yeah,
I wouldn't wear them, No,
of course we wore them. So he got them, and I got these horrendous. I think they were red. They had red on them, and I just went to him, I can't wear these here. Yeah. I had my own boots, and I went, I can't wear them. So we went, all right. And he was like, all these boxes just stacked up. He went, just find your size and take whatever you want. And the best I could find was these Umbro, these white and blue. You've seen them. I wore them recently.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're a bit narrow, so I don't wear them because they're narrow. They hurt me feet.
I remember you saying when we played last
but
year.
they were good boots. They're good boots. They were like £150 boots that he just basically given. And I remember there was a lad there and he worked for Pro Direct, and he said, and I had loads of pictures, and he was like, "Can we get some good pictures of you with the boots on?" And they all went on Sports Direct. But we used to get everything. Like, we get everything. I remember I've done it for loads of different charities. And then, but like, the more it went on, the more it just got more lazy, and you'd basically just get a shirt and they'd go, "Can you bring your own shorts and socks?" Or they'd provide you with like mint. So I think the last time we played, we had the silver kit, but the shorts and socks were like light blue. That would just have been to a sports shop and bought. But Baz got these Boss boots. They were like the newer version of Umbro Speciale, and he's only ever worn them once. And I was like, and I was playing footy, and I got these other ones. I'm like, I'd wear these all the time, but I was gutted. You know, everyone else had seemed to have Boss boots, and I didn't.
I'd be like, no,
and we got little shinnies. And we got like a little boot bag, and it was Boss, and we got to keep it all, like, of course.
Boss.
I know it was brilliant. They've never done anything like that. It was all people like, it was all press, and it was all people like us. And
did you go out with Z cars on?
yeah, you'd always go out with Z cars on. It's always great. Like, and then afterwards we went to the Invisible Wind Factory where they did the kit launch, and we got to like sit in this VIP area, but it was all roped off, and I felt a right tit because we were all in this like slightly elevated, roped off area, and people looking at us going, why are you in there? And it was a bit like, this is so cringy, but we got all free food, so I don't care.
I can't believe you lost your deodorants as well.
I don't know where they are. They must be in the house somewhere. They must be in the house somewhere.
They're not cheap, them, you know, as well.
No, I bought them, Ned.
Yeah.
So I know how cheap they are. I'm going to have a good look because I'm playing in these Nike boots, which are Tim Howard's boots. So basically, my mate who I used to play footy with, he was a scout, and basically he got these boots from Finch Farm, and they were Tim Howard's Nike Tempos. And he just went to me, "Do you want these? Don't fit me. Do you want them?" And I was like, "Yeah." That was like 2010, and I put them on the other night. And the last time I'd worn them was when I played at Marines Ground last summer. And I remembered they were buckling underneath. And when the other night I put them on, I was like, "Oh, I might put different inner soles in with them." And when I took the inner soles out, the bottom base had snapped in half. So basically, you could literally bend the base of the boot. So I need to get another pair of. I've had them for years, and they are great. Like, considering I've had them for that long, but they're not. They're a bit heavy, and that bottom bit. I do need a new pair, but I don't play that often. So and that's why my deodorants were like, these are the last boots I'm ever going to buy. I'm going to buy these. They're amazing. They're all blacked out. These are the last ones, and somehow I've lost them. They must be somewhere in my house, but I can't find them. But the last thing I remember, they were in my old car, and then I sold it. But I don't remember them being in the car when I sold it.
I want to get back into it properly. The level I play at the moment is a joke. The Monday game is a boss because they're all like still players. But the Thursday one, I didn't play last night. It's a joke. Wednesday was all right.
If you play on a Thursday with Ned,
absolute joke.
He's just called you a joke.
No, yeah.
Right,
some of them just turn up and can't be arsed. Like my little cousin turns up and just whinges. Oh, piss off, mate.
Well, Abigail said she's got the 1920s Everton retro shirt. That's t-shirt material. Third kits are rarely worn, so should be worn every 2 years, in my opinion. Yeah, absolutely. I do know that there's some retro Everton shirts coming out because we're getting some, but they're all in modern material. There's a guy and he's in the church, and he'll be on the church last game of the season if you go up and see him, and he's doing retro shirts, but like proper retro, like Everton's first ever kits, and like the Black Watch kit and all these, and he's getting some made. I think we're getting 4 made for us, and they'll go up on this. So I know there's a guy in the church. If you want to go and check him out, so make sure you do. Alex says, our Toffee TV going the Euros. No, we're not going the Euros. We're going to be in here watching quite a lot of the games though. Tickets at all the Steve Kelly's going, I think. He's going to a game. But they're all on the ballot, aren't they? So, and we're not at a level where anyone's going to give us free tickets or anything. So, yeah. Laughing Boy Blue says, should be against the law to have a footy shirt or play video games after post-school age. Grow up and go to match, smart casual. As for £100 note to kids, just say no. Character building. No, it shouldn't be against the law. I hate all this. It should be against... I know you're only messing, but I've seen people say that. Number one, computer games. It should not be against... Number one, computer games are... Some of the games I play, Ned plays and Bass plays, you couldn't give kids. Not for kids. And if people want to wear a footy shirt... I'm going to get back into my footy shirts and start wearing them more regularly because I love retro shirts and I'm going to start wearing them. I've bought some that are Boss and I'm going to wear them over the summer. So...
I wore that... I wore one to a... I wore that... I know it's not a footy shirt, but it's a footy shirt style.
Yeah.
The DMA's one to a gig.
Loads of them are.
Like, people were like, oh...
Loads of people... You
people
see
like
them...
proper indie.
There's a thing where like people go to Glastonbury and get... Like retro footy kits are...
With like Adidas retro gazelles.
Proper...
with shorts.
Yeah,
like... Top.
Retro footy kits are properly in now.
Yeah, it's well indie.
Properly in.
You see, like United fans, like the Stone Roses ones on the Adidas.
That's what I'm saying. Everton should make the final game of the season retro day. Because if we're not getting a new kit for then tell everyone to go in their old gear. If you want, like, I look at people who wear like Stone Island and all that, who go to the match, and I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Get the badge in.
I was like, yeah, no, that's shite. I think that's shite footy.
I've always liked me Adidas, so I like praying that Everton one day get like a three stripes Everton Adidas kit.
No chance.
So I can like wear it with gazelles and that.
No chance.
I know.
Don't get me wrong. When I go to the match, I wear my jeans and stuff. I don't wear footy.
I'm not wearing a footy.
But now and again, retro kits are boss, absolutely boss. And I'd wear more in here. I'd wear them in here, but I'd be roasting the lights and everything. I'd be roasting. So that's why I don't wear them.
True.
But it's true. It's damn true. Right?
I love footy kits.
We're going to come back. Ooh, Mark Clattenburg has resigned from his role as consultant to the Forest Board. More on that on MTAG at 15:15. See you then. Bye.